上海作为一个特殊的城市，
City of Shanghai
有政策的，它也是有阶段性。
那现在我们的孩子去了美国。
My friends in Shanghai are very interested.
Because what is in the need of Israel is in the capability of China, and what is the need.
Have you met any Jewish survivors or the family members who came to China during World War II?
Yeah, I have met them. Actually, there was quite a lot of them who come and go to China, to Shanghai. We had a celebration just about less than a year ago to inaugurate the wall in the Jewish Museum in Hongkou. And one of the survivors who helped with the building of the wall and the collecting the names of the survivor were here, gave a speech. So there are quite many of them who are coming. We have to remember many of them are old, many of them are alive anymore, but their kids, some of them were born in Shanghai, are still alive, and many of them, or quite a large number of them, come and go to Shanghai. And all of them are very, very, I would say, emotional when they come here and show their gratitude. And some look for the homes where they lived in when they were young, look for the neighbors, the kids they were playing with when they were young. So quite a lot of people we meet here. We have quite a lot of inquiries from family members who want to find the streets they lived in, the family lived in, who want to find information about what happened then. So it's a very, very vibrant, I would say, activity between the Jews who used to live here and certainly were born here and the current people who lives in Hong Kong.
What are those emotional stories have you heard?
The story of the lady that gave a speech in the inauguration of the wall, and the way that she was brought up here and the way that she played with her friends here. It's not a specific issue, it's not something that happened, it's the emotion of living together side by side with the Chinese friends, with the Chinese partner in times that were hard for the Jews and for the Chinese. That time was hard for everybody. And sharing the good with the bad, sharing the happiness with the sorrow. I think that's the emotional thing, the friendship and the camaraderie between the two people in these times where everybody suffered. So I think suffering together, as well as being happy together, that's what brings people together in the end of the day. And this is what happened then here in Shanghai. It was one of the only places in the world where Jews can find shelter, where Jews can save their lives. About 20,000 people chose to do so. And when they came here, it was a hard time for everybody. But everybody shared everything and they lived side by side. And I think this is the emotional thing. It wasn't a specific event that I remember. It's the feeling that everybody gave of the friendship that was here during this time.
We noticed that you initiated an activity last September to look for those survivors. Can you tell us more about that?
First of all, in the Jewish Museum in Hongkou, there is a name list of everybody that the museum can collect, of families that were here, lived in Hongkou, lived in Tilancio. So there's quite a big database there that can assist people to find what they're looking for. Together with the museum, we assist people who approach us to try and find everything, because people, as they get older, or even not when they're older, wants to find their origin, wants to find things from their past. So us, and mainly the Jewish Museum in Hongkou, we're trying to assist those people with a database, with inquiries, with everything that we can. A lot of people talk to the consulate, a lot of people directly approach the museum. It's very effective. It's very effective because it's actually a place, a database, where you can find almost whatever you want. Some street exists, some street do not exist, some street change their names, some houses are still there, some houses are not there. But in general, it gives you the information that allows those people to try and search for what happened here, either when they were here or when their parents were here, to try and search as maximum information as possible. In Israel, I can tell you that the government, the Prime Minister, us, we are very focused and very aware of the story. Also, the Consul General of China, who gave the certificates in Vienna, was declared righteous among nations by Yad Vashem, by the Israeli Holocaust Museum in Jerusalem. So Israel is aware, and the Jewish people are aware of it. And as the Prime Minister of Israel said in his visit here, in all his speeches, the Jewish people will always be grateful for Chinese, for Shanghainese, for Shanghai, for what was done here during World War II. Certainly, what you do and what we do, a program like this, is good because it expands the knowledge of people, and more people will know about it, and it's very, very important. But people, certainly in Israel and within the Jewish people, knows about what happened in Shanghai during World War II. To the Chinese people, I would say xie. I would say always thank you. In every speech I say thank you, because being friends when everything is good, it's quite easy. Being friends when times are hard, that's the important thing. And when times were hard for the Jewish people, when dark clouds covered Europe, when Jews were murdered in Europe just for being Jewish, Shanghai was a haven, was a safe haven. And this is something which I, as a person, as a Jew, as an Israeli, first of all say thank you. And for my Jewish colleagues, certainly all of them who lives here, Jewish and Israeli, all of them who lives here and knows the story, they're all thankful. And they're all very, very interested in the story. There are tours. Israeli people are doing tours around Hongkou and around the old Jewish neighborhoods for Jewish tourists who are coming here from all over the world. And it's an amazing tours that actually you can see all the life of the Jewish people together with a Chinese partner here in Hongkou. So we are very much into that. And every Jew and every Israeli, or almost every Israeli and every Jew that comes to Shanghai, and we encounter and we see, which is a lot of them, we tell the story, we tell the history of the Jews in Shanghai. We say to them what happened here, and we ask them to pass the message on. This is what we do.
Relations between China and Israel appear strong. Meanwhile, the Jewish community has contributed much to China as well. Can you tell us more about that?
It is a friendship that is strong today, but it is something which is also built on the past. It is something which started a long time ago. The relationship between China and Israel, and China and the Jewish people started a long time ago, and it's based on what's happening today. But what's happening today is very much affected by what happened here in World War II, where the Jews came here and saved their lives. It's something which resonates in the minds of Jewish people, and I believe that every nation, every two nations that based their present and their future on past friendship is something which we can be very optimistic about, because it didn't start 5 years ago or 10 years ago. It started way before that, and as I said, it started in times of need, in times of trouble, and this is true friendship.
So what's your opinion on the future of China and Israeli relations?
I'll tell you, I think the future is, I'm very, very optimistic about the future, both because what I said, because of history, and because of current situation, because the partnership between Israel and China is of two partners that complete each other and not compete with each other, because what is in the need of Israel is in the capability of China, and what is the need in China is in the capabilities of Israel, because we will not be China. China will not be Israel, in a good way. And in this good way, we complete each other, because the partnership is of two friends who contribute to the same basket or the same pocket or same partnership. Each contributes what he has, and it's the 1 + 1 is equal, is much more than 2.